Hey, how are you doing?
I'm good. How are you?
Good. So I know you guys have, a lot of new additions of a defensive line, especially with some JUCO guys. Just, what have you seen in practice from was I Nasili Kite and Almost TT?
Um, so those are two big interior guys. Work hard. They work really hard. Always giving their full effort when they're on the field. They they pay attention and they are doing well, learning the material that's a part of our defense, and it's really applying on the field. And you can see it day to day on at the practice. So I'm really excited about them both, especially they're from Hawaii, and that's when I got some new teammates from Hawaii. That's cool. And that's cool. Yeah.
How much of a difference have you seen it make just have like guys come in with that JUCO experience as opposed to, having a new freshman join the group?
Um, so guys that came in with the JUCO experience, like for example, like Mo or a guy named Jahari he's a new offensive lineman we have. They come into like a different. You can tell that they are working harder and they came in with a different mentality. Like they're hungry to like get better and hungry to like show everybody what they can do from a JUCO. Like they went from high school and that's when like things like they got ended up with a JUCO and that's when like from there to now they keep evolving at each level and it's like you can see it now. You see it now. So I'm really happy for them. I'm really excited about it.
Emily?
Hi. You guys last year in the defensive line had a fairly veteran group starting and playing games, and I was just curious, like, was there ever a moment where you realized, like, okay, I'm stepping into this role as a junior now that you're, kind of taking that place, and those guys have now graduated?
Um, it really hit me this off season. It really hit me this off season. I knew I was going to be one of the only guys that was older, that's going to be coming back, that played in games, that is going to be coming back. But with this role, I think I stepped in it like confident, and I think I stepped into it like I'm really excited because we're led by a good defensive line coach in Brian Williams. He's really excited about us, and he like brings the passion that we need in the D line. And like I'm trying to embody that and like show everybody on the D line what we all can do together. Pretty.
Has there ever been anything that an older guy in your position group during college or a coach has done that you are now thinking, hey, I want to do that specifically now as a leader?
I'll never forget when I was a freshman, Brett Coca. He was a junior when I was a freshman, and he played last year and the year before. He really took me in as a freshman. I didn't really know the plays. I was fresh out of high school, like nervous coming to college. He really took me in and calmed my nerves and helped me to understand the plays better and helped me to like really understand college football. Like I really look up to that. And like so we have new defensive, like I'm a defensive end. We have a defensive end that just came in, Riyadh. Same way that Coca did for me, I want to do for him. Like, because I know how much it helped and impacted me, especially coming into college. So, yeah.
Chris Marks, please unmute.
Hey, how you doing today?
I'm good. How are you?
Good. Take me onto the field with the X's and O's, how practice has been going, how you guys are picking up the scheme, what's the energy level is like, and, just preparing for that first game in a couple of weeks now.
Practice is really, like, I'm really enjoying practice. Practice is really exciting. You come out there, especially in my specific position group, we have the passion, we have the excitement, we're working, everybody's working, like, and you can see how it's paying off. So like the energy is always there at practice from the Terp Jacks to the team at the end. Like everything, the energy is always there. The energy is always there, and I really enjoy being out
there. Alex Flum, you're up.
What's going to set this defense apart from other defenses in the Big Ten this year, and what is something you guys are kind of zeroing in on trying to improve as the season approaches?
Something that I feel as though will set our defense apart is we are hungry. We're a hungry defense. We have a lot to prove. We have a lot to show. we're led by a great defensive coordinator in John Hoke. He's written out a whole bunch of great plays, and he's very smart, and he's very smart in what he's doing. So I'm really excited about our defense. Like we're hungry. You can see it every day we go out on the field. We don't take any days off. We're working every day, perfecting our craft every day. So I'm really excited. I'm really excited about our defense.
Dave Preston.
Good afternoon. Looking at after last season, the lessons that you learned starting, the games that you did last year that will help you this fall. What are some of the biggest takeaways that can really help you and this defensive unit move ahead in 2020?
The biggest takeaways from last season, especially for me, is no matter what happens throughout the season, you really just gotta put your best foot forward every day. I learned that from last year till now in many different ways, and I changed my attitude a little bit when I approached that. So I could see how that benefits me, and I could see how that when we all think that way, I could see how that benefits our D-line and our defense and our whole team. And we put our best foot forward every single day, and we don't take anything for granted. We don't take anything for granted.
We'll go back to Lila.
You mentioned, having the two guys on the defensive line from Hawaii, and then you've, Tolly and some other guys too. Just what has that been like, just with like the kind of culture and the energy and just kind of pride in their culture they've brought in? How has that been kind of like a learning experience for you at all?
The culture, you can really Ami has the accent, and he's every time he talks, you hear it. And it's just you just love talking to him. He's a big guy. He's really, the accent, everything about him, he really embodies that culture. The other day we had the thing, I forgot what it is, the feast, the Hawaiian feast with the fire and all of that stuff. And you could see how excited they were. And it's really, especially Leah is you can see that culture, that hardworking, gritty, they put their best foot forward everyday culture in them every day. So yeah, I'm really excited about them, specifically excited about our whole defense.
Could you tell me a bit more just about that dinner feast you guys had?
So we walked up to the concourse, and so at first I was it's the top of the concourse. My legs a little bit hurt, but we walked up to the top of the concourse, and that's when we stood in line, and that's when we got I forgot the name. We got the thing that goes lei. We got the lei that goes like this, and that's when everybody was dressed up, and it was the colors, and that's when it was it was really nice. And you really saw everybody there enjoying it. Everybody was dancing. It was really nice, and I really enjoyed it. And you could tell our team is really coming together, and things like that help promote that, and I'm really excited about it.
Go back to Emily.
Hi. Going off what you're saying about improving from last year, it's okay if you don't remember, but I was just curious if there's a game or a moment that you guys either personally or as a defense kind of took personally and thinking, okay, we can't let that, whether it's a type of play or just a performance, happen again, kind of as you want to get better.
I can't specifically point out one game that we took personally, but we took a number of games personally. We take all of our games personally, especially the ones that we lose, because especially us as a defense, we don't like getting scored on, and we don't like to lose. So we took all of our games personally, but from there to now, we're a more mature defense, and we're more we have some newer additions, but we are a smarter defense, and I could see the talent and the energy that's there every day, and I'm really excited about it.
Does anyone else have any other questions? Scott Green, do you have one? I see your hands raised.
Hey, Lawtez.
What's up?
Hey, I know one area you guys struggled in particular last year defensively was rushing the passer. You get, Chummy back this year, and then you get a late addition in Joseph Bolatepoli. Can you just talk about, what those two have meant, getting Chummy back and then adding Bolatepoli, and, how that pass rush is going to kind of come together?
First of all, before I get to them, I'm going to start off with our defensive line coach. Our defensive line coach, B. Will, he really embodies like being a great pass rusher, and every day we're working on something with footwork or something like that helps us become better pass rushers. And Darrell, everybody is excited about Darrell. Darrell is the guy that he comes in with the effort, and he's excited, enthusiastic. He does like cartwheels, and he's just excited, and everything he does, he's just ready to show everybody like what he can do. And Joe is really talented. It's like he's a really talented guy. He's from his old school. From now, you can tell how he's gotten a lot better, and he's taken down the techniques and everything that help us become a better pass rushing defense, to help us become a better defense in general. So I'm really excited about the both of them and our defense.
Okay, thanks, Lawtez.